Hey Leo, Mariah here. It's a pleasure to be reading for you. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're really great. So, since we're going into the month of May, I want to see who is coming your way in the month of May. So, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, Leo, so let's get back into this. So, let's see who's coming your way in the month of May. Who is coming Leo's way? Damn. So, who's getting language? Sorry. Six of Swords in the reverse. So we have the Chariot in the reverse, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. I know not to exclude anybody, but I just have to highlight a certain group of viewers because I know I got some 80s babies watching because I'm hearing that song by Ralph. I think it came out in the 90s. Sensitivity in the lyric. You need a man with sensitivity, a man like me. Not to exclude the male viewers because you can reverse it to the female aspect, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that beat so loudly in the chorus, so loudly. So shout out to y'all, to my 80s babies that are watching. But love to everybody also that's tuning in here and watching this. Oh, I like this, Leo. They're not far away. Person's not that far away. And if you are dealing with that person, I don't see this person going anywhere. I don't see this person going anywhere. I would say to you here, Leo, especially if you are dealing with this person in the month of May or even currently, and we are having some of those thoughts, right? Maybe holding our breath to a certain degree, whether we're doing it consciously or unconsciously, being able to communicate that with your partner. And I think that's also one of the reasons why I was hearing that song Sensitivity come through, because this is somebody that's willing to understand you, somebody that's willing to be patient with you. And of course, within reason, because all of us have our limits and we always still have to respect our person's boundaries. You know, no person wants to take on another person's trauma, including yours or you including theirs, right? So again, within reason, but still, Leo, you have to really communicate things with your partner, really opening up that communication. And what does that do? That creates a deeper level of vulnerability, that creates a deeper level of trust and intimacy and a deeper bond. And if you don't feel like you can really communicate these thoughts, or maybe you're afraid of communicating these thoughts, then we may have to reevaluate how we are going about this connection with that person, because you cannot have a true heartfelt and deeply intimate connection with a person and you can't tell how you're feeling, your fears, your reservations, your hesitations, your concerns, your worries. And if you feel like if you were to communicate these things to this partner and they may not understand, or they may not hear you out, or they may not be willing to talk about these certain things that you're dealing with on the inside, really reevaluate if that truly is the right person for you, because the right person is going to understand you and not make you feel hesitant about expressing how you feel on the inside. You shouldn't have to ask any third party, whether it's through tarot or whether it's through friends, family, or relatives, of, hey, this is how I'm feeling, or I got these things going on, I don't know what to do. This needs to be between you and your partner. And also to try to minimize how much people know your business, right? And then also to try to minimize how much information you take on about your business when it comes to your relationship. And that also can include tarot, because sometimes tarot can make us get in our head and rethink certain things or overthink things. No, you don't. Not with a person like this. Not with a person like this. That I keep hearing the jam, the melody. I think this is somebody that's truly going to understand you. I think this is like not only refreshing, but kind of like a firecracker. Not in a bad way, because we can look at firecracker in a bad way, but not in a bad way. I think this person does it for you. They do it for you, and this is somebody that is going to claim you. This kind of takes me back to the one reading I did not too long ago about somebody loving you out loud. It truly is. So whoever whoever resonated to that reading, that energy, I feel like that's a part of that same energy. I feel like that keeps coming in your readings. But this is somebody that's going to show you off, somebody that's going to be proud of you, somebody that's going to love you out loud. And for a specific group of you, like a specific group, because I know this isn't going to connect with anybody, this may even be somebody who's able to elevate your life and lifestyle, whether financially, whether it's through things that they provide, or even just being able to increase your social status in life. This person they bring a lot to the table, whether it's emotionally through their emotional intelligence, whether it's physically, maybe through the sexual or chemical passions, right? That chemistry that comes up, that sexual aspect, I ain't gonna go into that, ain't my business. Um, or even intellectually, just being able to communicate with you and being very brilliant, very smart. But I think this is somebody who more so leans on the side of emotional intelligence and very action oriented. So you shouldn't have to ever second guess yourself with this person. You shouldn't have to wonder. You shouldn't have to think or overthink or double think or triple think about how you're feeling or where you're standing. And again, Leo, if this is somebody that you've already prayed for, manifested, I don't see this being somebody that's going to take all damn day to come further into your life. This is really showing it's incoming for you. So I want to see, from your end, Leo, where are you standing with this person, or where will you stand, right? Okay, we got the Fool in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in the reverse, Three of Wands, the World, and the Temperance in the reverse, along with the Eight of Pentacles being on the bottom of the, not Eight of Pentacles, I'm sorry, Eight of Cups on the bottom of the deck. You do have reservations here. You do have reservations here. It's like you want to just leap into love. You just want to dive knees deep into love. And mind you, if you haven't met this person yet, Leo, this is how you're going to feel, right? So just kind of follow along a bit. But you want to dive knees deep into this love. We'll put it that way. But there's something that's holding you back. And I don't think necessarily you're holding back as far as your time, your attention, your affection, what you're actually giving to this person in your day-to-day life. I think what's holding you back is really going there because again there's something, these, whether it is concerns, maybe we're overthinker, maybe we can be a little stubborn when it comes to our emotional or psychological thoughts, and we just want to hold on to them and keep them to ourselves. We don't want to put or feel like we're putting a burden on the person. We don't want to feel like because we're having these thoughts and now having to bring them up to this person that we're shaking the waters in the relationship, and we don't want to push this person away because I'm telling you, when that person is it for you, ask anybody that's with somebody that's it for them, whether they've been married for years, they're in happy or successful relationships. You go to your person, and when that person truly is for you and they want you and they love you, or they really desire to have a future with you, there's not too much you can say. Again, within reason, don't be saying nothing crazy, but there's not too much you can say that's going to deter them from wanting to be in your life. There's not too much that's going to sway them from wanting to stick around and stay around. And again, if we're having those concerns based upon maybe past experiences, maybe some unresolved or unhealed things that we have within ourselves, whether it's consciously or unconsciously, even, I always think of it like this, because even in our season of singlehood or solitude or healing, we can work through everything, but yet you still have to test what you've learned with that new person. And even though you feel like, okay, I'm good, I'm healed, I'm ready, once you hop into that relationship, that person is going to actually test how much you've really healed. And the parts that you thought you've healed and that you've worked through, you will see that, okay, I have worked through them, but I didn't realize that there was still some residual energy behind it. And why do I say that? Because when we're alone, we have nobody to romantically interact with to actually put to the test how far we've come from our healing. So when we actually get in that relationship, it can almost be a shock to the system where those things we actually worked through during our singlehood or single season starts to resurface, like, whoa. And then sometimes we can be single for so long. If you are one of those Leos that's been single for quite a while, we can be single for so long that when we get into a relationship, it's hard to acclimate back into one, right? It's hard to emotionally, mentally, psychologically get back into the swing of things. So it can create fears, whether the fears or concerns or just thoughts, right? On whatever level of severity, minimal or large, they can come to the surface. And I see you just wanting to ready, just head first, dive into this person, head first. But I think there's something that's still keeping us on the edge a little bit, although we are embracing and moving into this new realm, this new cycle, this new connection. I think there is some things, even though I do like this person's energy, there may be a little something about this person that make you feel a little helter-kelter, a little off balance. And I don't mean in a significant way where it's concerning, but I think this goes back to me saying, maybe your reservations about maybe communicating some of these things to your person. But you never know until you do so, and you really have to do so. Really talk to your partner, Leo. Really engage with your partner. And, if communication is a hiccup or an issue, figuring out how your communication style is and how your partner's communication style is. So that way you both can understand and listen to each other and accurately and adequately address one another's, or specifically yours, concerns here. So I want to look at, how is this person feeling about you? And I want to then take this over to the extended and then see how this plays out for you. But let's see here. Wow. Bottom of the deck. 4 Wands. So we have the King of Swords, Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands in reverse, 9 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. Don't even think that. Don't even think that. I think this person's trying to gauge your energy, Leo. I think sometimes, and again, this could be on a small degree or to a large degree for your person. It's like, am I giving too much? I don't want to push Leo away. I don't want to turn Leo off. I think this person is a little in their head about it too. We got to be careful of how we're presenting energetically, because even if we are physically giving and showing up and doing our part in our connection with the person, our energy can be a little bit off. And people can pick up on the nuances. People can pick up on the body language. For the most part, people aren't dumb. And I'm not saying you're trying to get over or be like that with this person, but people are going to notice, right? It's going to be very, very legible. And this person is just coming through like, I don't know if I'm doing a little too much. Maybe I need to be doing more. Maybe I need to pull back and do a little less. Maybe I don't want to turn Leo off, because how they're seeing, in their feelings, the Queen of Cups, man. This is somebody who not only thinks you have, we can look at the physical all day, right? You can be hot, attractive, sexy, cute, adorable, beautiful, handsome, gorgeous, etc. Your heart and your character, your principles, what you stand for, what you believe in, how you've been, your generosity, you're gracious. There's also too something about how grateful you are. So I don't know if you've shown your level of gratitude, your mannerisms, your decorum, your social graces. You're a very beautiful spirit, and I don't take that from you. I can only applaud you for that. And this person sees that, and I think at their core, that's what really got them. It's like you got to them maybe through their eyes first, but logically, they can look at you and read you and see, okay, Leo is the kind of man or woman on the internal side when it comes to personality and compatibility and emotionality that really resonates and hits home for me. But I think this person's trying to be a little touch and go with like, okay, I don't want to kill the moment or the vibe. I don't want to do too much. I want to do too less. Is this enough for Leo? It's not. So I think both of you, I think what's happening here, especially with the 4 of Wands, and I do feel like this person feels like they can build a house or home with you. They can even see maybe future developments with you, whether it's maybe long-term relationship, kids, marriage, etc. And I don't want to make this too fairy tale, but I think this person is even viewing long-term potential care with you. But I think both of you, especially with this King of Swords, both of you need to communicate some of the deeper things that we're feeling. But I don't think you or this person really wants to rock the boat. So nobody's really like going that deep. But if we want to be very intimate with our partner and really feel unified, we have to, and both of you have to. So I want to see how this progresses between you and this person, Leo. So I am going to leave this here. But before I go, I do want to get one card of advice. If you would like to see the extended, you don't have to, you can leave it here. I still love you. But if you do want to catch the extended, the link is in the description box below. Let's get one card of advice for my Leos. 10 of Cups in the reverse. Judgment on the bottom. Oops, sorry. Judgment on the bottom. What's meant for you can never be taken from you. And I know that's a cliche saying, but that's one of the sayings that's absolutely true. And you can hold on to that throughout the rest of your days. What's meant for you cannot be taken from you. So I look at the Ten of Cups in the reverse almost as this imaginary scenario that will end up going wrong or going awry, or it will not make it to the Ten of Cups, right? Are ending with somebody that we can have a very beautiful, bountiful relationship with. And with that judgment being there, what's meant for you is not going to be taken away from you. So if this person is meant for you, and I'm looking at a person that feels like you're meant for them, talk through the things, communicate, speak. Be careful of how much information you digest about your relationship and really start talking to your partner, having these conversations, even if you got to tiptoe your way into it and then really let it out, do so. But don't allow other people, even tarot readers, even me, be limited on how much information you take on with your relationship that may put you more in your head. Be present in the moment with your partner. Be in conversation with your partner. Be in proximity of your partner and be able to allow yourself to at least just start speaking more and going deeper and continuing to go deeper. And there's always an abyss of how far you can go into bonding and creating intimacy between you and a person. And I think this is somebody that through your prayers, manifestations, I don't know what you've done. Maybe you've changed some things about yourself, but you are being placed and you have been placed in alignment with somebody that you asked for. So deal with them. Deal with the things you're dealing with them and work through it with them. All right. So, Leo, let's go to the extended. If I leave you here, I love you. Catch you on the next one. Bye.